Hi guys, Rebecca here. Today I thought I would do something different, kind of get in front of the camera and just kind of share with you a little bit about, of my journey of what's going to be going on with me. So I've been in front of the camera. If you've seen some of my very first videos, they were cooking videos I did with my daughter, and that was fun. But that was, gosh, a year and a half, 2 years ago. But today I wanted to sit down and just share with you a little bit. I figured, I know I'm not alone in my journeys or in my struggles, and I thought, maybe you're going through this too, and maybe you're thinking about, maybe this is something in your life that you're thinking about, and it's just nice to know that we're not alone and we can kind of band together and encourage each other, because that's what we should do, not just as women, but just as people, to encourage each other with our struggles and the things we go through. So to get started, about 3 years ago, I began a fitness journey. I wanted to get back into shape. I was really overweight. My body hurt. I had a hard time moving. It was really hard, and you get really down and you feel self-conscious, and you just really miss out on life because you just don't want to, for me, like, the less that I had to go or be around, like, the more comfortable I felt. I kind of was starting to just kind of hole up in my home and just kind of be, just trying to become like invisible, because then I didn't have to deal with how I looked or how I felt. And so one day, I remember the date, it was October 18th, 2014, I think. 2013. It was 2013. And I just woke up that day and was just like, you know what, I just once and for all just have to make a change. So I started slow. I just started eating healthier and foregoing the snacks. So my big thing is sugar pop. I can drink Coca-Cola like no one's business. It's my favorite. I would rather give up food than give up Coca-Cola. And I know that's awful. It's terrible for me, but that was like my thing. That was like, I'm having a bad day. I was going for, a pop, not for like the chips or candy, but for the pop. Obviously, if I was overweight, I was not eating well or exercising. And it's hard. It was hard to like make that first step, but I just every day just kept making small little changes, and I was seeing a little bit of success, but I knew that I needed to move, and I knew I needed to, incorporate some kind of physical activity. Going to the gym was just out of the question. It's expensive, and I felt self-conscious, and the winters here are cold, so the thought of having, like I said, this was October, and by this time it was probably December, probably about this time of year actually, December, January. It's cold, and the last thing I wanted to do was have to like put on my coat to go out to the gym to exercise, to come back, and then it just didn't seem to work with our family or our lifestyle. So I happened to have a friend who started doing, who became a Beachbody coach. Now let me just start off by saying that I am no way affiliated with Beachbody. I'm not being compensated. This is not an endorsement. I will not, it's definitely not sponsored. I just wanted to kind of share my journey, and this is part of my journey. So I had a friend who was a coach, and she was a mom of 3 too, and I was like, oh, I can relate to her, and she had some great results. Only thing she started to do is she was doing a 30-minute workout, and she was just eating healthier, and that's just what she was doing. And she had cheat days. Sometimes she was going out to pizza with her family. She was enjoying these things, and I was like, oh, I want it. And she just sat down and we talked, and like I said, I don't buy into things, and I don't like to I know that there's no such thing as like a quick fix or like, but what I was looking for was like a manageable lifestyle change. And what she was doing seemed to be like something I could do. She was working out, like I said, she was working out in her home for, you know, maybe 30 minutes a day, like 5 or 6 times a week. And that was it. And I'm like, you know what? I can find 30 minutes in a day to work out. So I purchased a program called T25, and it was a lifesaver. It was really hard at first, but she just, you know, she invested in me. I invested in her, and in turn, she invested in me. And she was calling me, and she was emailing me, and she was offering support and encouragement. She was coming to see me. You know, she really invested in me and in my health, and just really encouraged me. And I became part of like her challenge group. She would offer these you know, like 3-week challenge groups where women just like me were coming together through social media on Facebook and like a private page, sharing our struggles, sharing that we worked out, sharing recipes. It was like such a neat community to be a part of, and that was really motivating to me to know that I had, you know, accountability, because there were, you know, a dozen other ladies going, oh, where is Rebecca? I have not seen her. And then they were going, Rebecca, where are you? Are you okay? How are you struggling? And all this. So, and after that first challenge, and, you know, my friend who did the challenge encouraged us to take before and after pictures and to like measure ourselves, and, you know, don't be like a slave to the scale, because the scale is going to lie to you, because we're women, we fluctuate. Even, you know, just hourly our weights can fluctuate, because that's just the way our bodies are made. And I could not believe how much my body changed in just like that 3-week period. And that was so, like, if I hadn't had the pictures, I don't know if I would have seen it, but seeing it was like a drastic different, and that was so encouraging for me. So I wanted to do it again. So I became part of another free challenge group that she did, and I just kept going, and I lost weight, and I was fit. I wasn't, you know, this was never about like being skinny. It was just about being fit, like feeling good, like having energy, like being healthy for my family. So let's fast forward to about the beginning of this year, 2016. I have a really bad sports injury from childhood. I hurt my knee really bad. My knee, well, essentially there's no cartilage left in my right knee. It's just bone on bone. And I kind of thought my only option was to have a knee replacement surgery. And I was in my 30s, and the doctor was like, well, we don't do knee replacement surgeries, or, you know, joint replacement surgeries for, he called me a young woman, and at that time it made me really excited. I'm like, yay, I'm still young. But but he said, yours is so bad, I will. But he said, but he even told me before I had lost weight, but you need to lose weight, and you need to do something to try to build up the muscle around your knee, because he said, your knee is going to hurt no matter what you do because of the nature of the injury. I really can't hurt it much worse, essentially, because then it's just a new knee. So I took it, so, you know, and I, you know, had that in the back of my mind too. So I took the advice, and I just did it. And you know what? My knee did get stronger, because the muscles around my knee were supporting my knee. So it wasn't aching all the time or hurting as bad as it was. And I was doing things that I couldn't even imagine that I was able to do. And of course I couldn't do everything because of the injury, but I was able to modify. It was really easy on the workouts that I was doing to like modify. And so, like I said, I had lost the weight, and I was feeling really good. And then I, earlier this year, probably February, March-ish, I slipped and I fell, and I hurt my hip. I pulled something in my left hip, and it just bad in my left ankle. And so I was kind of left with an injury that took a while to heal. Well, that meant I got out of my working out. I kind of slipped into some bad habits, and so here we are right now. What is it? It's the evening of December 6th, and I'm about 25-30 pounds up from where I should be. Like I said, I'm not like a scale girl, but I'm at a point where I have literally like five things that fit, and I have a busy family, and my kids are, my son plays sports, so we're gone a lot. My daughter is busy with all kinds of different like singing and piano and church activities, and so I'm on the go. So I'm like, I have 5 outfits to wear, and I'm constantly wearing the same ones all the time. So my friend is like, hey, I'm starting this challenge group again, and she very lovingly said, it's time to get back on track. It's time to start doing this again. Remember how good you felt. Remember, remember how good it felt just to exercise, if nothing else. Just remember how good that feels and how good that is for your body, and that I'm worth it and my family is worth it. So why am I here rambling in front of you? Because I am just starting this new challenge group, and I feel like, I'm not alone in my struggle with, my weight. It's up and down, and we carry it as a shame, and we try to joke it away. We pretend it doesn't matter, that we don't care, but at the end of the day, the truth is it does matter to us, and we do care, and, and we want to feel nice, and we want to feel like, we can wear nice things, and maybe it's not maybe for some of you, maybe it's different, but I know a lot of us do struggle with that. And so I thought, hey, maybe we can encourage each other. So I want to just take you along in the next couple of weeks before Christmas. I'm going to be doing this challenge group. I will be doing, hold on while I bend down. I don't have a fancy camera with like a remote control to like pause things and stuff. It's Rebecca controlled. But I am going to be doing a mixture between 2 Beachbody workouts. I'm going to be doing the Masters, can you see it? The Masters hammer and chisel. I love the hammer part. It's like such, and girls, you do not get bulky. Don't worry. I promise you. I get toned, but I don't get bulky. So but if you want to, you can, but I don't get bulky, so working out with weights and such. And the other one is 22-minute hardcore. Literally, the workouts are 22 minutes long. I thought I was doing good when I had the T25 and the workouts were 25 minutes. 22 minutes. I have 22 minutes in my day to bring my butt downstairs, and I'm filming in my workout area, to bring my butt downstairs to my basement, push play on, the TV, and just get it done. 22 minutes. I have 22 minutes. What I need to stop, what I have too much of, though, is excuses of why I'm not coming down to do it, because I always say that I'm a girl of like great intentions. I have the best of intentions. But all my big hopes and dreams and goals has to happen on Monday, and I say, oh, well, Monday is where all of our best intentions go to die. And so I have a motto that, I used for a long time, and it was that I have it, I had it typed up, and it says, and I had it on my workout mirror, it says, where excuses cease, progress begins. And I need to kind of hold true to that motto. But I thought if I shared my journey with you and take you along, that in the next couple weeks, I want to be able to share with you my results and my progress. I'm not 20, I'm 39, so I am, I'm a essentially middle-aged woman now, and I have 3 kids, and I have a busy life, but I want to share with you and maybe encourage you that it can be done. And I'm hoping that this will give me the encouragement and determination to get back into a healthy lifestyle, because I do want to feel good and I want to live long for my family. So this is how I do it. I print off a a monthly calendar, and I keep it down with my workout stuff. And when I come down, I track what I did. I said, you know, December 6th, I did, you know, a 22-minute hardcore workout. And by the way, these workouts come with like several. It's not like one workout. They're like several per set. And they have like the regular person doing it, and then they have like the person, like the advanced one, and then they have modifiers like for different levels. So you can follow what level you're at, of course. And so I just mark it with a pen, and then on the back of it, I write the date, and then the date I start, and I take just a handy dandy measuring tape, and I take my measurements. I take my measurements on my thighs. I take it on my like natural waist, where kind of your waist naturally, you know, dips in, because it's the smallest part, obviously. And I do it around my hips, and I also do around my butt. Like, you know, like around the butt. I just put AB because I know what AB is, and it's around the butt because, you know, I am naturally curvy, more hourglass shaped person naturally. So that's, you know, I just kind of, I mean, it's nice that it's there, but I want maybe just a little less. So I just kind of want to share with you my journey, how it goes for me. And I also want to share with you that I am not starving when I do this. Like, truly, whatever I make my family, generally I eat too. I just find a way to portion it out better. Like, today we had baked potatoes with chili. I just didn't glop. You know, I cut the potato in half and did a half a cup of chili on top with a big salad, and instead of putting like 7 pounds of sour cream and cheese on top, I put just a little, but I ate what they ate. So I'm eating food. I am not hungry doing this. I just have to learn to like let go of the sugar pop and let go of snacks. And I'm sorry, this video is rambling and it's getting long, but I just hope that this encourages you, and as you come along on my journey, I hope you kind of feel comfortable just kind of sharing with me where you're at, and you know, what your journey looks like, or how can I encourage you to be healthier, or whatever it is you need encouragement. I would love to be able to, you know, we can walk alongside each other and encourage each other. And it's never about perfection. It's only about progress. It's about, you know, 2 steps forward, sometimes 1 step back, but it's not saying, oh, a bad day doesn't have to be, or a bad hour doesn't even have to be a bad day, and a bad day doesn't have to be a bad week, and nothing is magical about Mondays, you know. Seize this moment right now, and that's just kind of where I am and where I'm living right now. And it's not going to be easy. I'm not saying, oh, this is going to be so fun, because it's a Christmas season, it's a holiday season, but I know I have 2 choices. I have the next 3 weeks. I can either pack on even more pounds, so I have even more to lose, or I can just take this time to start just being a little bit more mindful of my body and my health, and, you know, coming into the new year, especially since I will be this new year hitting 40, and, you know, and that's, you know, that time, that's the decade of your life where the health problems really start to kind of show up. And, you know, and if I can avoid some of that, I would really like to do that. And yeah, so if you, and I'll just put it out there too, if you're looking for, if you want some more information about what I'm doing and kind of the workouts that I'm doing, I would love to leave, I will leave the information for my friend and my coach, Dawn, down below. She's an amazing coach, an amazing woman, and an amazing leader, and I appreciate all that she's invested in me, and not just me, but she has helped hundreds of women reach, you know, their health and fitness goals, and just not just their health and fitness goals, but just to really encourage them in their walks as wives, as women, as mothers, as sisters, as friends, as leaders. And that's the kind of person, you know, that I like to invest in, someone, you know, who is going to really invest in me. So I'm going to leave her information down below. Please, like I said, This is not sponsored. I'm not getting anything from this. You'll probably need to tell her that Rebecca sent you, because she's going to be like, what? Because she might be surprised. But yeah, please just ask her questions, look her up and see if maybe it's something you'd be interested in. And it'd be fun, because if it is, we could be in, you know, challenge groups together, and it would be so much fun to be in challenge groups with some of you sweet ladies. But anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I will just, and if I'm not updating you, you need to be coming on here and being like, Rebecca, where are you at? What are you doing? What are you succeeding? Where are you failing? Because I love the accountability, and I just love that this is the kind of community that can do that. And yeah, so let's just see what the next 3-ish weeks it brings. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but we're going to make progress, and we're going to see how many. So I take my measurements, and I'm excited to see if I lose any inches next week, and I want to share that with you. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave, again, my friend's information will be in the drop box below, and if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave me a message, you know, in the comment section. I'd love to chat with you more too. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for bearing with me at the end of the night when my hair is a little bit crazy and I'm in my hoodie and my makeup's melted off. But thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos. So be blessed and be a blessing. See you soon. So as I mentioned, I wanted to kind of take you along, you know, and just kind of show you that, you know, this is doable. It's real life. I'm not cooking necessarily anything special. I'm usually, for myself, I'm usually just, you know, being more mindful of portions, and I'm not glopping like the extra fatty stuff on like the sour cream and tons of cheese, or blue cheese dressing on my salad. But that's okay. It's okay. This is what everyone else is eating, and I'm enjoying it. So one of those giant potatoes, only thing I did is I just cut mine in half. I have a half a cup of the chili that I made, the same with everyone else. I do have you know, a sprinkle of cheese on top, and I do have a little bit of sour cream, and I will put a little vinaigrette on my salad. So I want you to just see that, you know, I'm not eating lean cuisines, and that's fine if that's what you want to do and that's what you do, that's fine. But for those of us who don't want to be left out or feel like left out when you're trying to get healthy and, you know, get back into shape, or just to lose weight, that you can eat real food, and you can eat what you're making for your family. You just need to be more mindful of the portions. So yeah, so that's my dinner, and I hope to share, to just continue to share many more of my meals with you, and just hopefully we can just continue to encourage each other on the way. And we'll see you later.